Good day, welcome to The State, and thank you for choosing us. The show is brought to us by Christian Service University located in Kumasi in the Ashanti region. I'll take a quick turn and I'll be back with the details. Please stay.
The Christian Service University, a fully chartered private university in Ghana, is inviting applications for admission. Undergraduate programs include BSc Nursing and Midwifery, Computer Science, Information Technology, Bachelor of Business Administration, BA Communication Studies, Planning and Social Development, and Theology with Administration. Postgraduate programs include MSc in Accounting and Finance, Monitoring and Evaluation, Corporate Planning and Governance. We have MA MPhil Communication Studies, MA Christian Ministry with Management, Event Management, MPhil English and Mathematics Education. With quality, faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, we blend academic work with entrepreneurial mindset in all our programs. For more information, please call 0246-275375, 0240-154825, or 0244-596603, or visit our website www.csuc.edu.gh. CSU is located at Odeneho Kwadaso on the Kumasi Obuasi Road, 100 meters off Star Junction. Choose CSU today to secure the future of Africa.
And to make him better known.
Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share a home. I love you more than my hometown. Seriously? This February, the month of love, you will hear sweet words from your loved ones. But are they real? Are they genuine? Do you want a place you can have some time with friends, couples, and loved ones? Join the White Connect team on the 8th of February 2025. If you're a couple, on the 15th of February 2025. If you are single, come to the premises of Westland Television at the Grand House located in between Delta Capital and the Holy Spirit Cathedral at Ankrah from 1:30 p.m. as we brainstorm on marriage issues and matters at the heart of many singles and couples. There will be a lot to drink and a whole lot to talk about. The rate is a cool 100 Ghana cedis for couples on the 8th of February and 50 Ghana cedis for singles on the 15th of February 2025. Don't miss out. It's going to be fun and lovely. For more information, call us on 0243-160-911 or 0264-820-227. See you.
I'm back. Let us settle for W. On W Briefs, what we do is to simply give you an executive summary of the topic for consideration for the day. So today we are looking at plastic waste, and plastic waste is a significant environmental issue in Ghana, with Ghana generating about 840,000 tons of plastic waste annually. Only 9.5% of plastic waste that is collected is for recycling leaves a significant clog, a substantial clog in our drainage system, contaminating our water, and then harm wildlife. When we collect them, only 9.5% is recycled. The rest into our drainage system. The problem is exacerbated by poor management practices. We don't have adequate infrastructure, and then lack of, should I say, waste collection system we do not have in the country. That is how come you can see all the waste and the plastic things on our streets and in our waterways. For many, the widespread use of this single-use plastics. And by single-use plastic, we are using the plastics that when we use, that is the end. You use it just once. You cannot use again, such as plastic bags. We have water sachet, food packaging, the water bottles. And this contributes mainly to the plastic waste problem or menace as we have in the country. To address the issue, obviously, we've given credence to who it is due. Government has made some strides, taken some initiatives, including the establishment of this body, Ghana National Plastic Action Partnership. It is an initiative that sought to bring all stakeholders from government, industry, civil society to help develop and implement solution to this plastic pollution. But the question that we're asking is that this partnership that government has instituted as an initiative, and many watchers believe that they have not lived up to expectation. They've not been successful in dealing with what we call the plastic menace in the country. Consequently, those who manufacture the plastic, the manufacturers, are being urged to prepare to transit to a more eco-friendly alternative as the country prepares to face off plastics. If you have followed the news, the EPA has issued strong warning. They've even started with the formal sector. Now when you're coming from the airport, you cannot bring plastic things like bottles and all that. So the ban is imminent. We cannot run away from that. The Professor Nanama Brown-Kluche, the CEO of Environmental Protection Authority, has said strongly that this banning plastic use is very present, and we must do it. It is something that we must do as a nation. So the CEO has said it. Murtala Mohammed, the Minister for Environment and Innovation, when was interviewed at the vetting, also alluded to the fact that plastic pollution and plastic waste pollution is a challenge. But how we tackle it, is the goodwill there? How are the manufacturers going to take? Are they going to push off? The pushback factor is also something that we look at. So this afternoon on the state, we are asking that where should the lot fall? Absolute or complete ban? Partial one, or no ban at all? We're going to weigh in into these major issues of stake on plastic waste management in the country. Stay with me. I'll be back to introduce my guest.
Sorry, not sure.
Wake up to a purposeful day.
Get ready for a transformational morning experience.
Sorena Shrine is here to build our spirituality, mental and physical well-being.
Through positive, inspiring actions and stories.
We bring you exciting activities and conversations that develop us as a people and as a nation.
We take a look at the trending issues in Ghana and the rest of the world.
And we also review the impacting stories from our local newspapers.
Every morning, we bring you stories of hope, change, and renewal.
We empower you through the Word of God and provoke you to live the purposeful life destined for you.
Join us, Anita Kwako
and the Reverend Ajika Vincent Agbamanya, Monday to Friday from 5:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. as we take you on an inspiring journey, live and exclusively on WTV.
You may also join us on Facebook at WTV Ghana and on YouTube at Wesleyan TV Ghana.
Sorry, not Shrine.
Wake up to a purposeful day.
Sorena Shrine is brought to you by
Danwell Insurance, Multi-Credit Savings and Loans,
and the Methodist University Ghana.
back from the short break that I took to introduce to you my guests in the studio. So this afternoon on the stage, we are looking at the plastic waste menace as we have in the country. Of course, you and many Ghanaians complain when we have gutters choked with plastic bottles. You go to funerals and you go for functions and they are all over the place. There is an imminent ban on plastic use in the country. The EPA CEO has mentioned it, and they've started with the formal sector, the airport, our universities. Some fear that it will have economic ramifications. Some also said that is it a matter of public health or economic gains? That is what we are looking at this afternoon. The imminent ban on plastics, and we'll look at the proposal, the arguments for and against. The show is brought to us by Christian Service University, which is an evangelical liberal arts institution established 50 years ago to train men and women with ethical values and transformational leadership in Africa. Admissions for the 2024-2025 academic year is in progress for undergraduate and postgraduate programs. CSU offers dynamic academic and industry-driven programs in nursing, midwifery, business administration, communication, planning, and computer science. For more information, please feel free to contact our admission relations officers on 024-6275 375 024-0154-8525 0244-596603 or visit our website on www.csuc.edu.gh. Choose CSU today to secure the future of Africa. CSU, the university of choice. So now let the conversation begin. Are you for or against? You think the proposal to ban plastic use in the country will see the light of day? Should it be absolute ban, partial, or no ban at all? We are joined in the studio, as usual. You know, on the stage we always bring you the authorities on the subject matter and the space. He is the president of the Ghana Plastic Manufacturers Association. 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗘. Sir, welcome to the stage.
Thank you, Nee, for having me.
Very, very happy to have you. And I'm sure the whole of Ghana is ready to listen to you.
Yes.
And want to know you more and what you do and whether you are happy about everything. So first off, for your preliminary comments, just tell us a bit about your association.
Well, it's a grouping of we have about 171 plastic manufacturing companies here in Ghana. We have close to about 104 as active members. Basically, you have all those who matter in the plastic industry being member of this association. And we are supposed to promote, protect, and project the interest of those in the industry. I have listened to Madam Professor Kluche. I'm trying to choose my words carefully, but I think her statement is a bit hollow. Yes, we have a challenge. What is the challenge? Is it from the product? Is it from its usage? Is it from its disposal? We believe that it is a question of the disposal. The product has a good use, but then after its use, it is not disposed of properly. And that is where we are today. In your overview, you talked about, is it partial ban, no ban, or total ban? I think most of the state institutions or the politicians, let me put it this way, when they make statements, plastics is a highly technical area. And I think that the ministries or the agencies or government departments have been misleading media. Because if you make statements that plastics is bad, it's causing this problem and that problem, and therefore we should ban plastics. The mattress that you sleep on, I believe your chair has some mattress in there. It is made of plastic. we need to be specific when we talk about plastic. Which ones are the nuisance? Which ones are causing the environmental hazard? Then we deal with it properly. But if it is a blank, plastics is bad and you have to ban it, that is where we have the issue. And then media and the general public will also pick it.
Yeah.
And then assume that all plastics are bad.
Yeah, exactly. So when I came and I saw you, I was like, so this is the man who is producing all the plastics to choke our destiny and they cause public health problems. But we'll delve into the technicalities properly and then see and let our viewers appreciate. But your association, how long have you been in existence?
Since 2004.
2004.
So that's about 21 years.
Wow, they've been in the system and the system for a while. So when did we shift from, I don't know what we were using before, plastics? When did plastic become a concern? And
No,
when did we move into
it was still plastics. If you remember those days where you have, they call it penny depending. It used to be silver cup.
Yes, they
So
fetch the water.
they fetch the water. And then we have all these communicable diseases, and it was quite serious. So slowly it got into the one that they will still tie it, the pure water in Banku rubber. Then it was also still not hygienic.
Yeah.
Till we get into what we call FFS, form, fill, seal processes. That is what we call the sachet water. Before we now got into the plastic bottles as well. And if you look at the health aspect, the benefits is enormous. The savings as far as human lives and cost of healthcare, it's been very drastic. I think somewhere, I'll probably get this info data and then share with you later on. World Health Organization has congratulated Ghana in particular because with the onset of the sachet water, it really saved a lot in terms of health of its people.
Its people. You mentioned some. I'm trying to focus more on the positives because just like you mentioned, the perception there is that anything plastic is bad. Anything
Correct.
plastic is evil. So I am really interested in knowing what, and I want to believe that the manufacturers, you meet quality assurance standards
Correct.
in producing
Correct.
the thing. So will you bring in something that is injurious? Because they said the plastics end up giving us cancer, some issues, and so why do you manufacture things that will kill us?
You see, application and disposal. For example, you go elsewhere, now you buy fufu and soup, very hot soup, or very hot wachi, or very hot stew. It is fetched into Olunka rubber or Banku rubber. Even Banku, they will use the rubber to wrap it. We have food-grade plastics and non-food grade plastics. Even with the food-grade plastics, you are not supposed to expose it to certain temperature. Once you expose it to certain temperature, there will be some reaction, chemical reaction, and that will produce all these cancer-causing bacteria or whatever it is called. So it is how you use it. So if it is soup, if it is Banku, you still want to keep it in the Banku rubber, and the Banku is cooled down, fetched, you don't have any reaction to it. I mean, between me and you, if the Banku, and we see them, always the Banku is on the fire, and then they will be fetching, rolling it, and then they're using the plastic. Certainly there will be some reaction. I mean, you see typically sachet water. If you read the instructions on it, it is there. Do not expose to sunlight. But here we go.
We see them on the streets.
Exactly.
Carrying in the hot
So
sun.
exactly. So if there is a reaction that will result in some form of sickness, it is not fair to blame the manufacturer. So it's a complex syndrome. Let me try to get into some economics.
Please do. But I know that's where the manufacturers, they will say that's
the plastic industry
yes.
is a critical component in Ghana's economy. I repeat, it's a critical component in Ghana's economy. What we produce here, 57% of what we produce goes into export. So we take care of all the way to Senegal, all the way to Niger, Chad, all the way to Nigeria. We export 57% of our production. And that means a huge foreign exchange revenue for government. Now, you put that aside. Import duty and VAT alone, we contribute over 45 billion Ghana cedis in a year to government. I mean, other taxes, corporate, whatever it is, it doesn't even come in. And then again, direct employment is at least 45,000. Direct employment. Indirect, put all together, it's about 3.9 million. That makes it about 12% of Ghana's population. About 87% of all industries in Ghana, depend on the plastic industry for their packaging. If today we close down, as well, Lever Brothers or Unilever or Nestle or Coca-Cola will all be forced to, or Vortic, or everybody will be forced to close down. So we are such an important factor in Ghana's economy. If we get shut down, it's a different ball game altogether.
Let me bring you in. I like the economics. So you realize that as you were mentioning the figures and the statistics and percentages and the inflows that you bring, I asked myself, will there ever be a political will? Because you've mentioned, is it a matter of you have manufactured? Is it the waste disposal that is the issue? So that means that it's a multifaceted issue that we should approach. Manufacturers, do you have any relationship with the disposal waste collection agents? Is it Food and Drugs Authority that, and what role do they play in this whole plastic enterprise? Since
2011, we saw what is happening today. So by our own selves, we mooted an idea to government that, can we set up a special tax that would deal with plastic waste? We went to Parliament. It's okay, bring your proposal. We did. We had a draft. We went through. We had to lobby, and it was passed. It became an act of Parliament. 10% environmental excise tax on our raw materials. As we speak now, if we bring in raw materials, we pay that 10%. As of 31st December 2023, we've stopped counting. So as of 31st December 2023, that money has accrued over 1.97 billion Ghana cedis. All is going into the consolidated fund. Just 1/10 of that money can clean Ghana of all plastics. And the act was straightforward, emphatic, that money must be used as a subsidy in managing plastic waste. Government is utilizing the money. In fact, giving us the opportunity, we will say that government do not have any moral right to even talk about ban. Because the contributions that we are bringing forth, and government is getting lazy with it, government do not have any justification whatsoever. Because a quarter of this money wouldn't see any plastics on the street. Like you mentioned in your summary, intro. NPAP. I am supposed to be a board member of NPAP, but I have decided not to attend meetings because it's become a talk shop. Since 1st October 2019, that former President Nana Addo launched it. It's been talk shop, in and out. It hasn't helped the situation. As we speak now, we have one of our key members. He has gone the extra mile to engage the World Bank and its partners, International Finance Corporation, to assess a facility to set up what we call 𝗟𝗡. 𝗟𝗡 means recycle. Yeah. This is a PET bottle. To recycle these kind of water bottles or fizzy drinks bottles. I mean, yes, that is about $37 million set up in Tema, the free zone enclave. In the next 2 months, this plant will start running. The interesting thing is that it's going to add additional 3,000 direct jobs, and it's going to recycle these bottles back to bottle. We're looking about 27,000 metric tons per year. At the moment, we are generating about 170,000 metric tons a year in total. We are already recycling about 38,000 metric tons. And with this new plant coming on stream, it means we are going to do more. And this will operate at, I think, a 75% efficiency rate. So by the time it will get to 95, 98, it means that we'll be doing much more. This is what we, as an industry, after paying all these monies to government without any results, we are still going further. That aside, let me add this one. When the former Minister for MEST, Dr. 𝗟𝗡𝗩𝗘, was in office, again, 5 groups: the plastic manufacturers, FABAG is the Food and Beverage Association of Ghana, the Sachet Bottled Water Producers Association as well, and then the GRAP is the multinational groups. We came together to form what we call PPROG, and we set up a project. The project was got to do with the shopping bags. Indeed, the issue here we have, it's more of the shopping bags. So we set up, in collaboration with Melcom Group, that from that time, whenever you go to any of their shops to shop, they will not give you free shopping bag. You are going to pay 10 pesos per. If you are not ready to pay, then you bring your own shopping bag or basket. Everything was set. The then minister was coming to Melcom Plus to formally launch that project. It was that day that Parliament passed the e-levy. So he was pulled to Parliament for the voting. And so we lost that opportunity to set up that as well. Industry, we have never sat idle. We have advised the Ministry of Science, Technology, which EPA is under it, that the best way is to ban micron. You know, we have all forms of banning. What we call the micron. The micron is the thickness of the plastic bag. So let's have a ban. The sachet water is 20. We can move to 20. We have as low as 3.2 grams micron, which is very low. So it becomes cheap and free. So if we have a ban, I'm sure you can recollect that some of the shopping bags, thick ones, that can cause you 2 cedis or 3 cedis. These are the types that you can use and use again. But the black shopping bags, these are free, which it doesn't cost any money. So we have proposed that let's have a ban. We just need a ministerial directive. Let's have a ban so that we will be able to regulate and control it. So from industry, we have really tried to bring government agencies on board. And our effort has always been some kind of event.
It's surprising, and I wouldn't say it's surprising. It's exciting to note that industry has made efforts, been proactive, like you mentioned, even going ahead to even make sure that we have a tax component on purchases we make on plastics, especially even at the shopping malls. Correct. When you buy. Correct. And then even the plants that you are mentioning that it will come. I'll come back to what inform the bags at the shops. I'm really interested how we're going to pay if I came to the shop and I bought is I should pay to get a package or something to put my items inside. Viewers, if you are joining us, this is The State, and this afternoon we are looking at the plastic waste problem that we have. You will recall that not too long ago the calls have come up again. The trumpet has been sounded again that ban, and the EPA CEO has saying that it's imminent. Let's give ourselves 6 months to 1 year and there will be a ban on plastic. But we've heard from manufacturers. Plastic has served a very useful purpose. And of course, we consumers and users also have a role to play if we stay by the directives of using plastic. So it's not all that gloom and dark as we are seeing. And then this picture has been painted to us by the president of Ghana Plastic Manufacturers Association. We have him in the studio, 𝗟𝗜𝗩𝗘, giving us their side and pictured for us to see it clearly and clearer. So if you are joining us, it is about plastic. You use plastic. You see them, they chase you, you buy your water when they run after your car. You know, the exposure to the sun and all that. Of course, there could be a ban, but we are told there are certain levels, there are microns. And is this ban we are calling for? Can we do without plastics? Can we do without plastics at all? So don't move. Enjoy the conversation and let's pick a few from that. So let's bring our viewers into the picture. Can you tell us how that was going to happen? You were saying that if we enter the shop, we have to pay before we get a bag.
So the pilot project was going to involve Melcom and then MaxMart. So if you go to Melcom now to shop, at the end of the day, they will just put whatever you shopped for in the plastic bag, branded Melcom, and then off you go, free of all charges. And then you don't pay anything. So what's going to happen is that if that project was on, we're going to get Melcom to charge you 10 pesos. So it was not going to be a silent one. There was going to be a notice.
Sorry, not sure.
Wake up to a purposeful day.
Get ready for a transformational morning experience.
Sorena Shrine is here to build our spirituality, mental and physical well-being.
Through positive, inspiring actions and stories.
We bring you exciting activities and conversations that develop us as a people and as a nation.
We take a look at the trending issues in Ghana and the rest of the world.
And we also review the impacting stories from our local newspapers.
Every morning, we bring you stories of hope, change, and renewal.
We empower you through the Word of God and provoke you to live the purposeful life destined for you.
Join us, Anita Kwaku
and the Reverend 𝗟𝗜�10 Monday to Friday from 5:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. as we take you on an inspiring journey, live and exclusively on WTV.
You may also join us on Facebook at WTV Ghana and on YouTube at Wesleyan TV Ghana.
Sorry, not Shrine.
Wake up to a purposeful day.
Sorena Shrine is brought to you by
Danwell Insurance, Multi-Credit Savings and Loans,
and the Methodist University Ghana.
The Christian Service University, a fully chartered private university in Ghana, is inviting applications for admission. Undergraduate programs include BSc Nursing and Midwifery, Computer Science, Information Technology, Bachelor of Business Administration, BA Communication Studies, Planning and Social Development, and Theology with Administration. Postgraduate programs include MSc in Accounting and Finance, Monitoring and Evaluation, Corporate Planning and Governance. We have MA MPhil Communication Studies, MA Christian Ministry with Management, Event Management, MPhil English and Mathematics Education. With quality, faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, we blend academic work with entrepreneurial mindset in all our programs. For more information, please call 0246 275375, 0240 154825, or 0244 596603, or visit our website www.csuc.edu.gh. CSU is located at Odenaho Kwadaso on the Kumasi-Obuasi Road, 100 meters off Star Junction. Choose CSU today to secure the future of Africa.
And to make him better known. That's
Nyansa ashese onyinyamishu. Let the little children come to me and do not hinder them. Matthew chapter 19 verse 14. Oh yes, let the little children join hands with WTV every Sunday